This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by
Mattress Firm, our premier mattress provider. They provide 120-night sleep trial, so if your mattress is not perfect, they will pick it up and find you a new one. Save 10% off your order with code MMANUTS10. Crowd Cow, the marketplace for high-quality craft beef and meats from ranches around the world. Save $15 off your first box with code MMA15. NordVPN, get advanced security, internet freedom, and complete privacy. Save 73% off the 2-year plan plus 4 months free with code MMANUTS. Tire Buyer, buy tires online, get them shipped for free to an installer of your choice. Save 10% off ship-to-store orders with code MMA10. Defense Soap, everyday soaps for everybody. Use code MMANUTS to save 15% off your order.
Hey fans, this is MMA Nuts episode 528.
528!
My name is Igor Weigel.
Back with the MMA show. My fans, foreign fans walk the line between serious and ridiculous. What's going on over there? Fucking fired up.
You're roaring.
Flying in straight out of Hawaii.
You're back from your
Not
trip
even Compton.
in the Aloha state.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
There's a lot of hurry. Yeah, it is something like that. The Aloha state, like karate.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was a nice week out there. Very relaxing. And hey, how about those fat people?
Did you see BJ Penn? Speaking of fat people?
No, I did not. I didn't go. I was just barely on the east side of the island. That's the Hilo side. So I was more on the Waimea, Kona side, which is the west side, like a hour to the other side or something like that. But super relaxing. Can't complain. It was the fastest week go by in my life.
Yeah,
and like I was telling you, it was a 17-hour from when I left my door to when I arrived at the door of the place we were staying at. 17 hours, 2 airplanes.
That is a long time.
No food served on any fucking airplanes, but I wasn't eating anyway. I ate meat sticks, like fucking grass-fed, horse dick. I don't know, some kind of grass-fed bullshit. I'm just pounding them down. Dick. Yeah, I didn't care. I was trying to be like Overeem.
Okay.
And no waves, like I was telling you. No bodyboarding, no surfing, no nothing. Just hanging out on the beach, catching rays, banging chicks. I don't know. That's usually what you do.
Catching rays, banging babes.
Catching chicks, banging rays, or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, yeah, it's a good time. It's hard to get back to normal, but
always
get back a little 5-hour time difference in case you're calculating at home, folks.
So really, it's like 5 p.m. right now for you? 5:30?
Something like that.
4:30 even. 4:50.
Yeah, because I would be eating at like 5-6 p.m. out there, which would be 10-11 o'clock our time. A little challenging. Like, what the fuck? So trying to get your fasting, like your intermittent fasting in and getting back on the schedule and the diet is a little challenging. Like, what the fuck? Because the first 2 nights it's 10 or 11 o'clock and I'm starving here. I'm like, fuck this, I'm eating. Give me a fucking bag of macadamia nuts and let me go to town. So finally got over that shit. But yeah, I think that was the hardest thing. Sleep was all right. It was just the food and the hunger,
especially after all those macadamia nuts. You're like,
yeah,
good night.
A honey roasted, or
Yes.
So we had some UFC action over the weekend. We
So
had
I heard.
A little well, I'll just say this: the fucking judging was off, and it's just weird because some of these cards you may have a fight or two. I think there were a solid 3 fights where the judging was way off, and especially the main event. So you had Corey Sandhagen versus TJ Dillashaw. And I had it scored 3-2 for Sandhagen because there were 2 moments during the fight where Sandhagen had he had destroyed Dillashaw's knee at the end of the first round with a heel hook where something popped in his fucking knee and he was fucking hobbling back to the corner. I'm like, oh, that fight almost got stopped right there. And then later on in the fight, you got this huge gash, and they almost stopped the fight from the gash. And I'll show you a picture of this fucker here. So you can see like how deep this
Oh,
cut is.
Jesus. That's huge.
And that's in the worst position ever, like right above the eye. So the blood is dripping into his eye during the fight, but his corner man, whoever he had, did a really good job like stopping that up so it wasn't 100% bleeding into his eye. But you know, as you're doing work on him, that shit's going to continue to bleed.
Yeah,
But
it's gotta hurt. Nasty. Ugh.
yeah, it was not good. But you know, I had it 3-2, and I believe it was a split decision for Dillashaw, and I'd say 80% of the media had picked it for Sandhagen also, and I thought it was pretty clear. It was like 2-2 going into the fifth round. I thought Sandhagen took the fifth. So also, I want to shit on ESPN a little bit because typical, right? The broadcast, they say, hey, we're going to stay here and not go to commercial after round 2 so we can hear what the corner says. And then ESPN proceeds to mute the corner for pretty much the entire in between rounds because someone said some bad words. And God forbid they swear, which is weird because if they're on the pay-per-view and they swear, now they're not editing it. But if it's on like I don't know if this was on the regular one because I just watched through the app, so I don't give a fuck if it's on. But why can't you just let that shit go? Because I was excited, like, let's see what the corner is telling him. Like your knee is fucked up and now we can't hear what the shit's going on. But I'll just say it was a good fight. And my one issue I have with Corey is that his fight IQ. Like if you see the guy's knee is fucked up at the end of the first round and he's obviously hobbling and having a hard time moving in the second round, exactly. Why are you not chopping the fuck out of that leg? Like I maybe counted a leg kick and it was probably to his off leg, not the one that was damaged. And you know, Dillashaw was working leg kicks beautifully. He just said after, I think, round 2, he said, fuck it. I know my knee's destroyed. I'm just going to go for it. And he, like, you got to give that guy credit, at least for the fight he put up. I mean, it was close, but he didn't win that fucking fight. I think he was like 1 for 13 on takedown attempts. So I think, who is it? Sal Diamato was one of the judges. That guy's got a fucking hard on for failed takedown attempts because motherfucker fucked this fight up. And he may have been scoring the other one, who was Maverick versus Barber, where I had it 2-1 for Maverick, and it was a split decision for Barber. So they fucked that one up too. But I still want to go back to giving credit to TJ because there was no ring rust there. That was like 2+ years off. He looked sharp. He looked strong, and he just kept coming forward. It was a gritty fucking fight for him, but he didn't win that fight in my book. So I don't know what to say. Fuck that guy or not fuck that guy?
Yes, to both.
Okay. I'm going to take a drink on that one.
double fuck, not fuck. Triple fuck. Not
yeah,
fuck.
I usually don't like these lighter weight fights, but that one was a really good scrap. So worth watching. The only other fight to talk about over the weekend, we had a little bare knuckle fighting championship. We finally had the Paige VanZant versus Rachel Ostovich. And here's Paige VanZant. Let me just catch every one of your punches, Rachel, right with my pie hole. So she just like, she got face fucked for pretty much the entire fight. And I want to say Rachel landed at an over 80% rate.
Yikes.
And hard punches too. So even though at the end of the fight, Ostovich looked like she took the worst of it, I was like, oh man. And then after the decision was read, Paige VanZant runs out of the ring and like, fuck everybody. She thought she won that fight. I'm like, what are you talking about? This was not even close. And I want to show you Paige's hands from afterwards. Like, holy fuck. You don't realize like the bare knuckle, how beat up these people get, but look at those fucking breakfast sausages. Holy shit.
Yeah, those are pretty bad. Her face is nice and black and blue too, but not that swollen.
Severely bruised.
But those hands are messed up.
Yeah. And what else is happening on that? You know, I was a little disappointed with the weigh-ins from that. I got to mute the sound here. So I'll show a little of that. So Rachel came ready. you know, she's doing her work with her suit. No sound. But then VanZant comes out like, what are you wearing? I thought we were doing swimsuits. Right? Shouldn't we be doing swimsuits?
She's a what do you call it? She's a lady. That's it.
Promoting her fans only site, Paige VanZant, where she shows her cooter and her titty balls.
Oh,
I believe I've seen
cooters.
Titties. Well, if you look close enough, you might be able to see a cornhole or two.
He's like, I'm imagining it through the panties. I know what it looks like.
Yeah. She may be sending it to me telepathically or something. Telekinesis. I don't know. One of those teleportation things. I don't know. So we'll see what happens with her. She is now 0-2 in bare knuckle, and she has not been faring well.
No. But her website's doing fantastic.
Oh, she's making so much bank on there. It's so crazy. And the other last thing you mentioned about the bare knuckle fighting championship said they're selling action figures, NFT action figures. So what the hell is going on here? Do you want an NFT action figure of the president of bare knuckle fighting?
Maybe, but that looks like a real one. I'm so confused.
I know. I don't get it. Like, so are you selling? That's not even like a bobblehead. It's so creepy. Whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. Let's move along. It's scaring me. Do you want to talk about our sponsor?
Oh, I was going to say, hey, did you know that support for MMA Nuts is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in men's below-the-waist grooming? Manscaped offers...
Oh, you got the wrong commercial, brother.
I do?
Yeah. Let me go with this one. This is, did you know the Olympics, Euros, baseball, major championships, and concerts are all in this summer? You know what isn't? A wild and hairy bush. Tame your pubes and go and help from our friends at Manscaped, the leaders in below-the-waist grooming. Their 4th-generation performance package includes the brand new Lawnmower 4.0. If an athlete treats their body like royalty, why not treat your pubes like Olympic gold? Fellas, do right by your balls and join the 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com with code MMANUTS20.
Yes.
Or something like that.
You scared me. I'm like traumatized over here. Oh my God. Like,
all right.
Like triple check. Like, did I ever do that wrong? Like, nope. I got that. Okay.
Take a world-class dismount into a post-quarantine world. This package is perfect for your package. That sounds like a lot of package and peak performance in whatever sport you desire. Wasn't it supposed to be hot guy summer? Something like that. I don't remember.
I don't know. Something like
anyway, that. I'll get us out. Get 20% off plus free shipping with code MMANUTS20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code MMANUTS20 at manscaped.com. Achieve pubic glory this year with Manscaped. And I did that before I went to Hawaii's. So I was nice and clean. Yeah, and it felt fantastic. Because I was also on display every time I took a fucking shower, because my shower had 2 windows to the outside. And my head is here. So I could take a shower and see people sitting on their patio watching me take a shower. I mean, just head up, but I don't give a fuck.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
I'm all in for that. I'm like, what's up, people?
When I'm like, hey, the guy's rolling dice. He's doing something in that shower.
Yes.
Doesn't look quite natural.
Hey, speaking of Hawaii and the sun, did you see Holly Holm's Instagram recently?
No.
She posted this sunburn picture of herself.
Snap.
You see that? Can you see my mouse when I do this?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, look at this. This is the normal color. And that's
she's usually
the sunburn.
pasty white.
And then here's the normal color, and down there's a sunburn somewhere. So, not looking well. But, you know, thus is life in the fast lane.
These things happen in MMAs.
They do.
Did we talk about the UFC 264 pay-per-view buy rate? I think we mentioned it.
We guessed it
a couple of weeks ago. They said it was 1.8 million buys. They said second highest selling card in UFC history.
Whoa.
Isn't that bizarre?
Super bizarre. Was
Yeah.
Conor McGregor the first highest selling also?
Yeah, I would imagine it was that Nurmagomedov fight with Conor. Was
Number
probably
one
the
and number
highest
two?
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's Conor, obviously, is a draw, but I didn't think Conor versus Dustin for the third time would have pulled that high. Weird. You see this one too. Colorado approved one championships rule set. So now they can have knees to a grounded opponent.
Whoa.
Big deal. So that means that's kind of opening the door for pride rules, because it is. You could get fucking stomps and shit. So now, you know what surprises me is, why doesn't the MMA media push Dana White for a pride rules event?
I don't know.
Especially now that you have Colorado that said, fuck it, you want to do that shit? Go ahead.
Because they're lemmings. What?
Who, the media?
Yes.
Oh, they sure are.
Not us, though, Matt. Not us.
We will never be sponsored by any sponsor ever on this podcast, right?
Not Miller. Definitely not Miller or Manscaped.
No, they're not sponsored. I'd rather be sponsored by like a vodka, like a high-end potato vodka. Should I just drink it from the bottle?
You could.
What other sponsor could we post?
Sponsors?
A little Zevia.
Grapefruit
citrus in my vodkas.
Are you okay over there?
I'm fucking stroking out, man. One, I don't drink, and I've already had a handful of drinks. I'm just trying to keep the energy level high.
You're doing a good job.
I don't do drugs.
Spaced out. Hey, did you see Conor McGregor's Lamborghini yacht?
Yeah, I was gonna bring it up. Do you have all the pictures? He's got 4 of them.
No, I
can pull a whole bunch up. Yeah.
All right.
Let me scroll down a little
Pretty
bit.
crazy. You spend a couple $1 on that sucker. Like it's nothing.
Well, he's got about 1 trillion of those. So here you go.
Oh, nice. Okay.
$3.5 million yacht. 63 feet long, 2 bedrooms, 4,000 horsepower, 70 mile an hour top speed. One of 63 made, McGregor receiving number 12 in honor of his Proper 12 whiskey. But doesn't this look like some kind of villain spacecraft that happens to go into the water?
It does. It's pretty cool, though.
It's fucking dope as shit.
Look at that.
I like the cockpit, man. That cockpit is you fucking chicks in there or something. I don't know what that guy does.
While the boat's cruising down the ocean, you just
I bet it's got autopilot for sure. Yeah.
Hey, speaking of Conor McGregor, did you see this fool hanging out with the Biebs? There he is.
Oh, I think my daughter showed me this one.
Look at that. There they are.
Like tattoo. Like, who's got the worst tattoos? Me or you? I don't know.
Just doing their thing, hanging out, throwing it out.
Proper 12. Go back one. Go back one. I want to see who has the worst tattoos here. McGregor or Bieber?
I don't know.
That's a toss-up, man.
It's pretty toss-up. You're right.
Because they both kind of got some weird shit written on their belly. He has McGregor, so he always remembers who he is. And then I don't know what the fuck Biebs has got. I have no
clue what it says.
If you got to choose one of their tattoo styles, who are you going with? You have to have McGregor's tattoos or Bieber's. Which one are you taking?
I hate both, but I would probably lean towards McGregor.
Less is more. I think you win with him because Bieber is more covered with more bullshit.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of McGregor, I said I'll pull up Dustin Poirier here. So apparently Jake Paul had that Sleepy McGregor chain made for, I don't know, it was like $150,000. So he sent that to Dustin Poirier now, and now Poirier's got it. He's going to auction that thing off for charity. So hopefully someone will buy that. I mean, what would you give for that?
Is it real? Like gold?
Oh yeah, it's real gold and diamonds. It's worth like 150 grand.
Oh, I wouldn't buy that for $10, but I'm just saying if it's worth that kind of money.
Well, what are you gonna do with that thing besides put it in like a display case? No, unless you're so ball and you wear that shit out like motherfucker. Look what I got.
Going on first dates with that thing, like that. Like, don't worry about it.
Well, will you be more or less successful wearing that out? while
Hard to
you're
say.
like
Hard to
picking
say.
ladies. Yeah, it depends what your clientele is. Hard to say. Let's see what else we got here. So ESPN tweeted this one out. I'll share this. It's an interesting stat. This rematch will produce the longest gap between fights inside the UFC. 6,384 days time between fights for Robbie Lawler and Nick Diaz. Doesn't that seem crazy? Because I can remember that fight. It says UFC 47 on April 3rd, 2004.
That's crazy.
Expected to meet again at UFC 266 on September 25th, 2021. So if you could do math, that's like 17 years later. Fuck me, man. That is bananas. I didn't think it was that long. If I would have guessed, I would have said, what, 10 years maybe?
Yeah, 10, 12 years. Yep.
Yeah. Holy Christ. I think we're getting old. I think we've been following the sport for a while.
Maybe. Too long. Too little. Who knows?
I don't know. Somewhere in between.
So there's a fight in Russia over the weekend.
Yeah.
And you see this one? Dude, they're fighting, right? Dude gets KO'd here in a second. And then I guess it stirred up some controversy because the guy who KOs him, he's like, yeah, fight's over, guys. That's it. He waves off his own fight. And the ref is like, what are you doing? It's not over. Makes him hit him one more time. So I don't know. I thought it was interesting that the ref was like, it's not over.
Well, it's Russia. They don't the guy's not dead, is he? He's still breathing, right? That fight's not over.
Yeah, he's out though, out cold.
Yeah, I mean that was a good self-stoppage if you have a fucking asshole ref.
Yeah.
I mean, he was stiff, and then he like kind of came to a little bit, but I think that's more of like the head hitting the fucking concrete. They're probably fighting on concrete over there.
I believe you're describing my sex life right now.
What's that? You're hitting concrete?
No,
you're pounding it so hard.
What did you say? Stiff, and then I came to for a little while.
And
then my head was hitting the concrete.
Something.
Good Lord.
And then I'm assuming this is in Russia. There's a new fight league too. I'll show you this. Almost looks like a video game, no?
Yes. Oh.
Match FC. The guys are fighting in jeans and they're circled by sandbags.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
It's like in the street, baby.
It's true. And Lobov just fought over there. He actually,
I
think he lost, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Lobov. But he didn't wear the fucking jeans, which was kind of disappointing. Like, if you're going to do it, you got to do it 100% to their style.
Yes.
It should be jeans. Did you see Oscar De La Hoya training? I'm going to show you some footage and then give me your feedback on him.
Let's see.
Like, how does he look? I don't think he has sound, so we can try with a little sound. Yeah.
Oh, there's sound. Oh, just
no music.
His eyeballs look crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's happening right now.
You know what's fucked up is I think his hand-eye coordination is a little bit off because he hasn't hit that fucking bag once. Not once, Ingo.
I don't think he's trying to hit
it. Man. This is Vitor Belfort 100% going to win this fight.
I don't think he's trying to hit the bag. I think he's trying to scare it.
Scare it into submission. There's no tap outs in boxing, motherfuckers. That fight, I think, is coming up in September, and I still have my money on Belfort after seeing this. I'll say he looks way better than I thought he would, seeing how out of shape he has been and how fucking boozed up he's been on all the broadcasts. Kind of like me, but that remains to be seen. You want to see some street fights?
Sure.
This is what our show has become now. Let's see street fights. Why does this thing want me to log in? I don't like this. Okay. This is like a one punch shot. This fucking cat comes on another cat. Oh fucking dang. Straight up KO. Look at him. Out cold, Ingo.
KTFO, baby.
What are you gonna do? Now let's do some. I think we have a new contender for worst MMA tattoo. You probably saw this one over the weekend. Is Takeshi 69 just gave Sean O'Malley a 69 tattoo?
I don't know. I did not see that.
Yeah.
That is weird.
That's up there. And someone actually did the correct version of that. This is Dovey. This is Dovey Simu MMA. He showed what the real tattoo was. There's Takashi and gay.
Nice.
I don't write the words, I just say them.
Mm-hmm.
Moving right along. Hey, we were talking about Nick Diaz. Did you know he's a self-defense guru to the stars and or strippers now?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, let me pull this up for you. So apparently, I don't know why we're on this fucking press release bullshit. If there's Nick Diaz and strippers, we need to be on this shit. So the fuck. So apparently Nick Diaz is going to teach webcam girls self-defense Friday on Strip Chat. So he's going to be teaching important self-defense lessons and other shit to these cam girls so they can protect themselves if they're ever approached by unwanted creepy men. After we're done with this training, I would advise against trying anything silly with these models. All right, man. How about some spinning shit? It better be spinning shit, Diaz. That's all I'm going to say. I got to watch this. I don't know what the hell's going on anymore.
Oh, good Lord. Okay.
Is this a simulation? What's going on? Let's do some tweet of the week.
Do it.
So this is a weird observation. So Keith Peterson tweeted this one out, making the rounds. Anderson Silva, Chris Weidman, and Conor McGregor all broke their legs. It says John Jones is next. But I think it's an eye contact thing. Notice who's making eye contact with everyone. John looking at the floor. Looking at the floor. Everyone else making eye contact. But
yes,
a creepy fucking picture. And would not surprise me if John Jones breaks his leg next.
If
he ever fights again.
Yes.
Yeah. Because he's got the skinniest legs out of all of them. Should be breaking them all. So that's number one. And then you remember a few weeks ago, it might have been a month ago, when I think you had posted that you showed me that statue of GSP, right?
Yes.
It said, holy fuck, that thing looks like Obama. Well, there you go. Someone posted this. And then GSP says, wait, what? No, my bronze statue looks like me. I swear, man. I love the internet. Fucking GSP, man. That guy's everywhere. That was my best GSP impression ever. I didn't even try.
Those old ones were epic.
I know. And we'll let Barstool Sports clear this one out. It says, Brittany did it again, Ingo.
Oh, yes. That was one of my stories.
Apparently she's been posting these pictures.
Yes. Ranche.
So, she did it again, and I think she
did it again.
I think she did it again, too.
And again and again?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good for her, man. Who am I say don't post pictures? There's plenty of there out there. What else you got out there before I run deeper?
News-wise, that's it. I do have a knowledge thing, which I will share.
So I want to talk about the Olympics. There's been a lot of controversy regarding women and women's clothing in the Olympics. So let's start with women's beach volleyball. So I believe it was the Norwegian women, I could be wrong on that, who refused to wear the bikinis because they were saying you have to wear X amount of centimeters and blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck, whatever. So basically they said, we're not wearing your bikinis, and then they got fined. So then the recording artist, Pink, said she's going to pay all the fines and wear whatever you want. So I said, okay. So then there was also this woman. So I'll post this up here. It says, Para-Olympian Olivia Breen caught hell from a race official because her sprint briefs were too short. So, okay. So now we're saying this is too short. Whoa, my mouse got all big there. Did you see that?
Yeah. That's what happens.
What's going on? So I saw that. And then what else was I watching? Oh, I was watching women's water polo the other day.
Ooh, yeah.
By chance. And I saw this. Get out of the pool. I was like, what? So we're wearing thongs in water polo where you can't see them.
They're in the pool. That's why.
Yes. Well, she got out of the pool and they showed her completely crawl out of the pool.
Well, why do you think they did that? For
I have
ratings.
no idea. Why would they do that? And so I guess I'll just say, are the suits too small or not? What are we doing? I'm confused. Like,
I don't care about the damn suits. They should wear whatever they want. But you know, covering up more seems just sacrilegious. It's a no-go for me.
Well, it depends. I guess it's ratings, but I could just say, well, how about judo? So apparently judo is a sport in the Olympics. And how about judo, Ingo? You like judo?
I do now. Yes.
Apparently you have to limber up before you do judos.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
saying.
I can
see why. I can definitely see why.
They like to stretch out. They like to do judos over there. I'm just saying. Anyway.
That is hilarious.
Sports are good. Less is more. Even when we talk about tattoos, right? Sometimes less is more.
I agree.
Yeah, let's just move right along before I get us into any more trouble. Let's do some Ask the Nuts. So,
yes.
What do you make of Conor McGregor saying he had stress fractures in his leg leading into the fight?
Bullshit. I don't know why this is such a big deal. Who cares? Like, his leg broke. It happened. It's a freak accident. I don't know what the problem is. He's like, I'm not gonna let anybody know I'm weak. I mean,
because he doesn't have calcium in his diet.
That's me. It's just weird. I don't. It's an accident.
Mm-hmm.
Poirier didn't like go and chop his leg off. It just broke, and that happens in sports. It's just kind of how it is. Look at football. How many injuries they have. So
right, almost every game someone has a pretty. Not a horrific injury, but a substantial injury.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I want to ask too, has Conor McGregor become BJ Penn with who he's surrounding himself with? When
Seems
you think
like...
about BJ Penn with all the yes men that surrounded him for how many years? And then, that's where you get his, that erect style of stand up, like going old school. Well, it was working in training. Yeah. Because he had fucking yes men all around you, not pushing you.
Yes.
So are we going to see that from Conor next?
I think it's already happening. Yeah, I think so. But he's made so much money. It's like he doesn't need it.
No. And I still don't know if he comes back. I think he's too proud to stay away from the sport.
I don't think he will. I don't think he should.
I don't know if he can.
Boxing.
That's the other question. Yeah. I mean, it makes probably more sense because I think what's going to really happen will be Jake Paul versus Conor McGregor, unfortunately, and they'll make a gazillion dollars off of that.
Of course.
Let's see. Oh, I was going to show you this ride. Let me pull this up. I hate fucking Twitter. I hate their stupid videos. So this is, I don't know what country this is in, but I want to see. Would you ever go on this ride here? I'll go full screen and a little sound.
What the fuck is happening?
Oh, just wait. The people are in that little vestibule shooting to the top. And it just shits them out.
What the hell?
A couple hundred feet in the air. And then whirly birds these motherfuckers.
No, I would never go on that.
No, it's not done yet. And then it's gonna suck them all back in. And then a fucking wait, straight shot. Oh my god. You going on that?
I'm having like heart problems right now.
I'm having spine problems. My spine just came out my fucking mouth or my ass. I'm not quite sure. There's no way your body's handling that.
You gotta email me that if you can remember. I want to show that to my son because he loves going to Six Flags. Like, would you go on this ride? I think whoever went on that is nuts.
I don't. Someone's gonna die real quick. One of those swing snaps
flying off.
Holy, I declare nothing. I'm a little boy.
Yes.
Like, all right, Pinocchio. What toy did you always want as a kid but never got?
I don't know. That's a great question. You know what? I wanted the Star Wars Death Star Lego, the giant cube, like thousands of pieces, right? But it was too expensive, obviously, so I never got it. What about you?
There were a couple of things. I think the green machine. Did you ever see that thing? That was like a big wheel kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, we sit down in
and
it.
It had handles, and it was fucking fire. But those things were like 10 times the cost of a regular big wheel. Let me pull up green machine. Oh, they still sell these fuckers?
There you go. You can have one today.
Hang on. What the fuck's going on? $120. Huffy green machine. Holy shit. I'm buying it. I'm gonna fucking tool down my neighborhood in this fucking thing.
Yes, I remember this. Oh, there's a huge one. Look at that.
Oh,
that looks too small for you, Matt. You need something
I'm gonna fuck
bigger.
some shit up on this thing. How much is this?
It's
we're in another country.
It's a 16-incher.
I don't give a fuck. I'm getting on that. I'm fucking people up. I have the smallest bike ever in my garage, and I ride that around my neighborhood. Okay. All right. I'm not afraid. I'm gonna wear my Grinch costume. I have a Grinch costume, full scale. Yeah. And the other thing was ColecoVision. That was a gaming system that was high end and super fucking expensive. Only the rich kids in the neighborhood had that. Could not get that. I don't even remember what I had. I think I was still playing fucking Pong on an Odyssey on a black and white TV. Deal with that. And then, hey, look who's back. Fucking Rodrigo Machado. I thought you were dead. Thank God you're not. Good to hear you're back. Says it's back and it's time. # Nuts Rule. # Matt Rape Train. # Ingo Sugar Daddy. Is cereal soup? Why or why not?
I would say no.
Yeah, I'd say it depends how you consume it. Most of the time, if I eat cereal, I eat it dry because I'm a fucking savage, and I just take a spoon, like a big ass tablespoon, and just plow it down. But I'm usually like on some kind of fucking drugs or something. I don't know. And then I'm just eating because I can eat, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm never souping it up. What is the sexiest and least sexy name?
These are hard questions.
I'll go. I think for me, I think the sexiest name, I like Michelle. Michelle. Gwyneth. A song. Or maybe Cyborg might be the sexiest name. I'm not quite sure. Least sexy name, Miranda. That's doing nothing.
Miranda.
Miranda.
I'm gonna go with Jade.
As sexiest, or I could go either way.
That's one of those like boy or girl names. Like it could be both. It depends. Yeah. Sexy on sexy.
Sure.
Depends on the girl.
What secret conspiracy would you like to start?
Secret conspiracy?
Mm-hmm.
That Dana White and I'm trying to think who Conor McGregor are actually lovers.
That wouldn't surprise me. He's rumored to be Eskimo brothers with certain fighters.
Uh-huh.
What if eating a salad made you gay as fuck?
Just instantly?
Yeah. Just. I mean, you could. You don't want to toss a salad, or maybe you do. I don't know. What's invisible but you wish people could see?
Love.
Mm-hmm. My brain power, my IQ, say like 7. Okay, not so smart. But he fucks like a champ.
Yeah.
Like at Boogie Nights. He fucks like a champ. Or something. For at least 2 minutes. Or 5 at best. Let's do some fuck, marry, kill while we're on the subject. So this is Celebrity Edition, number 141. Female wrestlers, number 24. You have AJ Lee, Caitlyn, and Paige. All right. Let's see. Scrolling down. Okay. So we have AJ Lee.
It's not bad.
We have Caitlin.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's a lot of women. And Paige.
I'm gonna go with Mary Paige. Bang. Was it? Who's this one? Angela Lee. Oh, Caitlin, and kill the first one.
Yeah, I'm trying to judge who's gonna have the worst smelling protein farts, and I may or may not choose them.
I think
I agree. AJ Lee, she's dead. I think I'm gonna marry this freak. Marry Caitlin and fuck Paige just to be different. Because this almost looks like Cyborg. I mean, that Cyborg.
But prettier.
Cyborg. I'm coming for you. Knowledge. What do you got?
Yes. Did you see this new trend? It is called kebabbing.
Oh, sweet.
Where people pay others to treat them like a kebab. Like you're supposed to be the meat, and you get wrapped up in the kebab, and then they put like spices on you and ketchup and mustard, and you're like going around. It's a play club in the UK where where customers pay lots of money, 600 pounds. That's like $1,000 probably, for a Donner Daddy session where they kebab you. Do you think you would ever do this?
Well, I got a couple problems here.
What's the problem?
First off, I need women kebabbing me. Second off, can I get gluten-free? Because I have mixed feelings. Because like, holy fuck, I just laid in a gluten fiesta, and these guys are just fucking jerking shit off on me. It's got to be ladies. It's got to be gluten-free, and I'm fucking in. That looked fun because then everyone can have a bite when they're done, right?
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah, I'm in for that shit.
Okay.
What do I have? Well, I got a couple things. So let's first start with Michael Bisping here. He thinks his son is a pussy. He says, my son's a pussy. Couldn't even choke him out.
Come on, choke me. He can't even choke me. I don't know why my neck doctor thinks I need another surgery. He can't even choke me out.
That's crazy.
That's respect. I'd like to call myself.
The only thing better would be if his eyeball popped out.
Yeah, that'd be a classic. Like, oh, he should have just made it pop out. Like, holy fuck, he squeezed so hard, the fucking eyeball popped out. And then I will leave it on this one. So here's how not to do a street fight.
You go ahead and smell you fucking want, bro. You think you fuck?
You want it again?
Yes, please.
I hit myself on the car and fucking flatlined.
He's like, okay, you're coming in face first. Eat this.
Hey, face down, ass up.
That was fantastic.
That's the way that guy likes to
sleep.
The
best thing I've seen, I think, in a while.
And that's it.
The guy might have been on something, man.
You think? Let me just kill myself a little bit, and then you can just finish me off. That's it. Shut down. I gotta go home.
All right.
I gotta go home.
That has been this week's edition of MMANUTS. My name's Ingo Weigold.
Matt Griffith, thanks for playing.